this is the question. In your capacity as a financial advisor, so stop. The purpose of this, you are a financial advisor. So you're going to advise someone, right, where to invest, which company is the best to invest. You're just going to make a report to tell the person if this is a good company to invest in. I'm not expecting you to tell the person Simmons Parsons Chess, because as you can see, it's about Simmons Parsons Chess. I'm not going to expect that you tell him, do not invest in this, but invest in another one. You're just going to say your findings and what you found about this company. Okay? So, but you're not employed of the company. You're not an employee of the company. You are a financial advisor. You have been approached by a long-term investor. So the person that is going to invest in this company, so he's going to ask you if it is a good idea or not to invest in Simmons Parsons Chess. But he is a long-term investor. His plan is to make the money on a long period of time. Like I told you, he wants to make the money in 20 years, not now. So most probably this person is looking for a company that does not give a lot of dividends, but rather leave the profits there so the company will grow its balance sheet. It's a long-term investment. Okay? Because a company can decide to make two things. A company can decide to give the dividend, but when the company gives the dividend, the balance sheet will not grow, so the value of the company remains small, or the company decides that we're not going to give a lot of dividends, we're going to keep the profits in the company, so the company will grow in value. Because the money we are keeping it there, buying stock and we're selling the products. The investor is interested to invest in one of the local PLCs. PLCs, as we said, is a publicly listed company in the local stock exchange here in Malta. And he or she would like a detailed financial analysis of Simmons Parsons Chess. So all we need to produce is a detailed financial analysis of Simmons Parsons Chess. Your task is to analyze the financial performance of this company and advise the investor by looking into their financial position. So look at the income statement, balance sheet, maybe even the cash flow if you want, and do a report on their performance. The guideline is critically compare and contrast the financial performance of the company over the last 4 years. Okay? I think here I can change this because maybe this can be 2023 already, because I think we have 2023 available. So this will be 2020, 2021. The report on to the investor with your findings and recommendations. So you need to make a recommendation at the end. Okay? The report should include vertical, horizontal, and ratio analysis of the financial statements of the company. Okay? That is what you need to prepare. A detailed vertical, horizontal, and ratio analysis of the financial statements of the company. Right? Here you have the presentation, how it has to be, but the reference using the Harvard system. And be careful of plagiarism. So do not copy from each other and do not copy paste text from their website or any other website or any other article or journal or book or anything like that. And as always, graphs, tables, charts are a convenient way of organizing your findings and presenting data, and in this case it's even more important. Okay? It's even more important. Okay? So the need is, the expectation is that you use this kind of tools like charts, graphs, and tables, and change data, represent data in a format of a chart, not only in a table. Okay? Sometimes it helps more to put a small graph to explain rather than just write. And maybe you need to use this because the word count that you have to use is quite limited. 1,000 words is not enough. It's quite a little. So most probably we'll have to use tables and graphs to be able to figure out the information. Any questions so far?
Vertical and horizontal.
I did them last time, the vertical and horizontal analysis, you remember? We're not here, Elizabeth, last time. The vertical is the one that you change the numbers into percentages.
All right.
I will show you that. You have this Excel sheet right on the portal. This one, sheet 2 already. See what I already showed you.
All right. All right.
If you go,
yes,
all right.
okay.
So you have, if you go to assignment, you have this one. And this is basically what Parsons had on their website. They obviously need to add another year because this was the last year. Here it is 2022. You need to add 2023 with the figures. And you have the vertical analysis done here. And you have the horizontal analysis done here. Tell me, oh, you already did the assignment for us. The assignment is not the numbers. The assignment is now your interpretation, your write-up. Okay? Look, this is the same thing for the balance sheet. I did also some ratios. Okay? Okay? I did some ratios there as well. Because I remember doing this last year. So what you have to do, if I were you, first thing is double check this.
I don't know if it's just me, but
Where you found it, Elizabeth? Let me try this part here. The earning per share is there already. One of the ratios that we were talking about is already worked out in the income statement. And we're going to open the accounts of Parsons, so you're going to find it there. And the balance sheet. Okay. And calculate the vertical analysis and the horizontal analysis. Right? Try to work on this, please. Okay? Try to work on this. And start going through some of the ratios. Right? That you have, so you can put some of the more information here. So that next week, when we meet, we can talk about any difficulties that you might have. Because then I will not be able to answer any more of your questions with regards to this. Is this clear? This is the last one, okay? January 2023. Okay? You go, I showed you this last time, right? Now this, in this report, you will have two years included. So you can take both years from here. Position. So this is the balance sheet. And the income statement. You see? This is the income statement. Now, as you know, for example, in one of the ratios, you're going to need the purchases. Purchases are not included here. because you only have cost of sales. So we need to go note 23 and find them from there, the purchases. Right? Because this is very neat, but being very neat, it's not very detailed. But you can, it's easy. Look, here you have earnings per share. It's written as well, the earnings per share. This is what we were talking about earlier, earnings per share. It's written there. So, for next time, download these reports. 2 reports you need to download. 2023, 2022 is included here, and 2021. Because 2021 will have 20 and 21. And this one will have 22 and 23. Those 4 is all you have. Okay? Those 4 is all you have. But please try to do it. Okay? By next time, try to come here with them. Or else you're going to be doing it all on your own. For me, it doesn't make a difference, but I'm sure it makes a difference to you, and I want to help you. Okay? So next time, I will be able to help you better if you come with the information. Sales are. Look, you see 91,768, the sales. You see, sales of 2022. 91,768. We go to share. It is 91,768. You see it there? So they agree. All you need to do is take this column now, 2023, and insert it and put it in. We are looking at the group, not the company, guys. Okay? So ignore the company. These numbers, ignore them. We're looking at the group. And the balance sheet. Here you have capital and liabilities, and here you have assets. Right? Copy them and paste them. And keep the format that I gave you, if you want. The balance sheet, non-current asset, it's all together. One figure. Not like it is mentioned here. Here you have a lot of things added together. Here you have 145,727. 145,727. Done. Your work is not going to be doing the calculations. To a certain extent, even if you make a mistake in the calculations, it's not going to bother me. What I want you to talk about then, which is your assignment, is this, for example. This is the vertical analysis. What does this mean? What is it telling me? You remember last time we were saying, for example, the net profit or the gross, the operating. Okay, let's start from here. The operating profit, right? The operating profit of the company. Sorry, the gross profit of the company went down from 40 to 39 to 36. Now it's recovering, 37. If you're going to insert 2023, I'm sure you're going to be better off. So you'll be comparing 39, 36, 37, and then another figure for 30 for year 2023. Okay? Selling and distribution costs. Not that material, but operating profit, for example. You comment on this, operating profit, as a percentage of the revenue. And profit before tax. Look how it's fluctuating. Okay? These are the things I want you to comment about. These are the things I want you to comment about. How these numbers are moving. And what does it mean? What does it mean? Okay? And here you have the horizontal analysis. Look, looking at sales. Between 19 and 20, sales increased by 3.7%. From 20 to 21, reduced by nearly 30. Obviously, you're going to say why. I don't need to tell you why. Okay? Sales went down between year 2020 to 2021. Okay? And don't forget, when we say 2020, we don't say all 2020 here. Here we're talking about January 2020. Okay? January, because the financial year end of this company is 31st of January. So when we say 2020, 20 difference between 2020 and 2021, because 2020, it's only up till January 2020, when COVID was not here yet. COVID started March 2020. So that's why there was a big shock. Yeah, the biggest problem, the biggest loss was between 2020 and 2021. Okay, between these two, from 11% till 4 to 4.6. Are you with me? So here, so you hide these, and you get this, and then copy this, paste it into Word, and put your comments onto it, because those are now the vertical analysis. Once that is done, hide these as well. F to I, hide. Copy this, the horizontal analysis, and paste it into Excel, and make your comments. Those are the 2000 words you need to write when you're doing these comments. The Excel does not add with the word count. Okay, so do not add the numbers. The numbers are not part of the word count. Okay? And finally, what you need to do is take the ratios, copy them and paste them from the table, and make your comments about them. Maybe some of them you translate them into a graph to show the fluctuations, because that makes it more elaborate and more easy to explain. Okay, when you see a graph, right? But this is the purpose. Don't forget. I'm going to go take you back to the assignment question. Write a report to the investor with your findings and recommendations. So your findings are the comments you're going to make on the numbers, and finally make a small paragraph on the recommendation of how the company is doing. Should you invest? Do you think that this company will be there long term and he will be able to make a really good return when he sells these shares? Okay, that's what you have to do. Your interpretation is, as I say, past information, past performance does not represent what's going to happen in the future. But we just try to extrapolate information from what we have to the future. Any questions?
And we need to do a presentation as well.
No.
No. Just the reports.
Just the report, and upload one report on the portal. Okay? And I will mark that report. Any questions?